All right, guys, so check it out, man. I got the little thing installed. No, not all the way installed, but I got it put to where I want to put it. I'm going to show y'all what this little thing does. It's pretty cool, man. Check it out. See, I got it put right here, and I'm just going to mount it right there with some two-sided tape that came with it. See how it does. I know it's going to vibrate like hell, but it's just a little cheap tachometer and everything, and a temperature gauge and an hour meter. I think it's pretty cool, but check this out, man. It'll, so right there, that's telling you the total amount of hours on the bike. I put 30 because that's about how many this bike has on it in total, and actually it'll go up. The only thing I hate is in military time, but that's the clock right there. That error up there is the temperature because there ain't no temperature gauge ain't hooked up. But push the mode button, goes to job. That is the interval that tells you how many hours it's been since you did the last maintenance job on it. And the 0, that was going to be what your max RPM is every time you ride. So, till you reset it. And then there's your, what's that? Go one more. Service interval. I've got it set to 5 hours. Every 5 hours change oil. That 210 flashing, that is an alert. When it gets to 210 degrees Fahrenheit, it will start flashing red as like an alarm on there. So you got, let's see, total time hours. That's all the time telling you your temperature. And then your service time down there at 7,000. That is going to be what it'll start alerting you at. When I get to 7,000, it'll turn red on RPMs. I just put 7,000 because when I looked it up, it said the KX450's peak power is within 6,000 to 9,000 RPM, so I just put 7,000 on it. So when it hits 7,000, the little screen will start flashing red. That way I'll know it's at 7,000 RPMs. And that'll be kind of cool. It can be like a cheater on jumps. If you don't clear it, you can just look down and see what RPMs you was running when you hit it, and go up the next time. When you hit it again, go up RPMs every time. I mean, you'll be going faster. All right, see, there's this 7,000 is going to let me know. Next one, that's just to set up letting the meter know what type of motor it has on the bike. Range, that's another setting to let it know what type of motor it has. And the count. I can't remember what that said that was. I think that's the, let's see. We'll just check it out here on that there book. Count. That was the firing pattern is what I meant to tell y'all on that other one. Setting. Temperature unit. Hang on just a second. We'll find her out here. It told me. I just can't remember where I found it. Oh, that's the count. Count means how many times the engine has been started. Don't know why that is on there. It's kind of weird, but anyway, that's what it is. So this thing's got a pretty good bit of little gadgets on it. I don't know how long it'll last. But we're going to sure enough try it and give it a shot. I figured out what I can do. I really want to put another fan motor on here. I'll put that right there. But the thing about the fan motor is I got to have one of these things here with it also. One of these. This is going to use for this thing here. See, I'm going to put my 22 millimeter hose. I'm going to use this here for it. Of course, I have to do some adjusting on the hose, but that's where it goes. Going to go in at. Now I got to thinking if I want to use that other one too, if I want to put a fan on it, I'm probably going to be using a fan if I go wood riding. So I can always just unscrew it from here. The other one's just like it for the fan temperature switch. Unscrew this, zip tied up here around back somewhere for the time being. Take the other one that's zip tied, put it in here and use it for the day. Simple as that. And then the fan will cut on at a certain degree and turn off at a certain degree. And I won't have to try to jerry-rig this thing in there twice or use it on another line or something like that. I can just use this one thing right here. Shouldn't be that much trouble. Hopefully it won't leak. Of course, I'm going to use some pipe tape and see if that makes it any better. We'll go from there. And I don't think it's going to be much of a wiring issue. As you can see, that's the yellow wires for my RPMs. Okay, I already tied one wire up. This is coming from the little meter. I tied it up because I had so much length in it. And then I'll zip tie it to the frame. And then obviously, we'll wind that up some and tape it off, and then we'll tape it also to the frame about right here. But I'm not going to have it going over the frame. I'll have it coming under because I don't want the gas tank to sit on it. Have it coming under here and zip tie it to this right here. That should be cool. And then when we get the other one, we'll all you'll have to do is wire it to the battery. And the stuff that we use for that, we'll run the wire through this right here. Makes it look nice and neat, and it keeps it out of the way. You don't have wires hanging everywhere because you have to use quite a few on the temperature switch. But that's another video. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead, wrap my wires up, get them taped off and hooked to the frame, and drain the antifreeze really. And I don't think I have much come out if I take that hose off because it's up top. But I don't know, we'll see. Hopefully I don't have to drain this whole damn thing again. That buttoned up, and then fix that right there, and then I'm gonna have to head on to the radiator hose, and we'll be back. All right, guys, check it out. We're back. Got everything set up, ready to rock, man. We got it up on the handlebars, locked down on the pad, bolted down through there. Got the pad on the bar. Went ahead and reran that wire. Now we got to go back down through here. Did that. Retaped it and re-put some whatchamacallit. Oh damn, shrink wrap. I can't even think. Damn. Put it back through there. I'm just gonna keep it on the outside of the pipe right there. I mean the frame. I don't care about it going under it now. I know it ain't. Tank ain't gonna stop it. I done tried to fit it, so that's good. Tank goes on well. I have not cranked it up. I turned it over. I didn't want to put the gas tank back on it. Still got things to do, so I didn't want to have to hook all that crap back up just to crank it up once. So I turned it over, and when I did, this little thing fired off. Or didn't fire off, it just went to like 30 RPMs because I was turning it over. Didn't fire up. But it's just showing positive things. Let's see what it does here. Yeah. See, so it's trying. It's just not getting. We ain't doing but 30 RPMs turning over. Alright, so we know it's working good. Or working. Don't know about good. But we'll see. I ain't gonna complain about nothing. It's all fun and handy. I like working on them anyway. So what we're gonna do next now is we gotta put this hose on here. And that is this. So I'm gonna do that right there. I thought I was gonna let y'all look and watch while I do this, but all I'm gonna do is take this off, take that off, and put this in its place. Now I may have to shorten it or something like that, but that ain't no big deal. Y'all know how to do that stuff if you've worked on these before. So and like right here, here's a temperature gauge that goes in it. So that's gonna be pretty cool. Be right on time there. So you know, like I'm saying, I get the thermostat with the fan. All I have to do is just unscrew that when I go woods riding, put the other one in for the fan switch, and then take it like this, take this little thing right here and just restrap it to the frame right there with a tie strap, and you know, be done with it until you're ready to go back to the temperature gauge. See what I mean? So let's see what happens. I hate these clamps, man. They just, I don't trust them. They're not tight for some reason. They don't feel like they're tight. I know they're factory and they work, but I just don't like them. Especially when you're using aftermarket hoses. I'd rather have a clamp. I don't know if I have any left. I'm going to look and see if I have some. I think I bought an old new box of clamps, so I'll look to see if I got some more. I'm going to use them instead of these here, but so we're going to try that, and I will be back as soon as I get this done, and we'll see where we're going from there. Alrighty. Alright, so we're getting almost there, man. We have got that put in. I don't like that, but I don't think that's going to matter too awful daggone much, dude. I need a whole new set of hoses. I need the green ones without any, new sets. They come all one piece. This whole thing will be one hose, and then that, and down in there to the other side, but that will be one hose too. So, but like I said, I ain't got the money for all that mess yet, so we'll work with what we got. It's what I've always done. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna put some tape on this, and then I'm gonna put the rest of the clamps on, fill it back up with the radiator fluid, and see if it leaks. I'm not sure about this, dude. When I ordered this thing, didn't have the right size hole in it, so I kind of rethreaded and tried to tap it with this, so I don't know if it's gonna hold or not. It's pretty damn tight in there. We will see. Go ahead and get this in and put some fluid on it, and we'll find out if it's gonna hold. As you can see, I got plenty of freaking backup hoses. I always keep them, man, whenever I do a hose kit. May come in handy. Thought about trying to use something like these. These go over the end of the hoses, like on a car. It would be cool if they have some, maybe like some silvers or some different colors, like color and red. I don't know about red on the green bike Kawasaki. No, it may look all right. Yeah, who knows? Anyway, yeah. There is the collection. Check this out, guys. I got this thing on there. Put it back on there a second ago when it leaked from right there. I didn't have any pipe tape on there. I was just trying it out, so it leaked, but I pulled it back off, put some pipe tape on it. Now, take in mind, this thing right here came with an M10, which is this size. So I reamed it out and put this one in there. I think that's about an M14 maybe. And there's no threads on the inside of this, so I just kind of threaded it with this thing. So I don't know if it's gonna work. I just put all my fluid back in it. It don't seem to be leaking like it did before. At least I don't see it, not yet. But I haven't cranked it or done anything with it yet, so I'm looking around, make sure I ain't got no more, ain't got no leaks. Looking good. Alright, so all that looks alright. It may start leaking, and if it does, I've got one of these on the way. That's already, it's got the good threads and everything in it. So, but I just wanted to use this because it's green. I may hook the gas tank back up and see. It's getting late now. And I've got this thing tore all the way down. I may wait till tomorrow to put all the gas tank back on it and everything fired up. And if I do, we'll make another video and I'll show y'all that. But as for now, we've got this thing whooped, buddy. Got her installed there, man. And I can turn it off by pushing that M&S at the same time, and it'll turn that whole thing off. I hate that military time. I wish I could change that, but I can't. But anyway, yeah, everything is good. I got all of it wired up down through there, and as you can see, got the RPM wire on it. I put heat shrink around the connector there that comes from the little gauge thing. That tape is because it's so long. I just wired it up, wadded, but kind of folded it so it wouldn't take up so much room, and then taped it up. I should have put some daggum heat shrink on it, but nah, forgot it, and I don't feel like taking all that back apart and redoing it. So nah, looks good from my house. Anyway, I need to do a little bit more cleaning on this thing. I don't ever have my bike stand dirty, dude. I always spick and span. I just OCD like that. But either way, we got this knocked out for today. Took us a minute, but we got it. Did some weird stuff, but hey, who cares, man? That's why I'm telling you I do this channel, man. I like doing stuff different ways. I ain't perfect, and I won't claim to be. And if there's an easier way to do it, I am encouraging everybody to tell me how to do things. I love to learn too. I love working on these things more than anything, I believe. I do love riding them, but the satisfaction of working on something and getting it fixed and running, that is awesome. So you ever want to do that, try it, I encourage it. Yeah, everything looks good. No leaking from anywhere. Good to me. I always have to look down in these things here because I like for them to fill up. I'll take the air out of the system. I know the air is out of the system. This one's pretty much full, but not all the way. I'll add some more antifreeze. I like to have it come out of there. Then I know the air is all out of the system. One little trick I tell people I always do. Don't ever fill this thing up all the way either, because it'll overflow on you. Yeah, that's pretty good. So, all right. Well, thank you guys for watching. Like I say, this is my first, it ain't my first video, but this is what I'm going to be doing on this channel. So if you like it, hit subscribe, like it, and that'll help me out, I guess. You know, I'm going to try to do this YouTube thing and see what happens. I appreciate it. We'll see you later.